we begin the first quarter of the 1983 VFL preliminary final from VFL Park as umpire Nash comes in to put the ball down. A huge crowd in attendance and the park in pretty fair condition despite the adverse criticism during the week. Diving on it is Duckworth. The first free kick going to the Bombers. It's taken by Watson, who gets it over to Bahaja. Essendon swing into attack. Danaher in front, almost at mark, knocked away by Dench. Danaher again. Oh, here's a goal coming up, 20 metres out, and Danaher brings up first goal in 30 seconds. What a start.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start than that from a confidence point of view. Any side to get a goal in that quick, it must give them a boost. But nonetheless, we've witnessed it again. As we watch on replay now, Bahaja putting the ball forward, knocked away by Dench. Danaher comes again, rides the bump beautifully, straightens up and makes no mistake.
Well, that was certainly a great goal, and as you said, Bob, a great morale builder for the start of this preliminary final for 1983.
Essendon lead by 6 points at the 1 minute mark of the first quarter. Dempsey in ruck for North Melbourne. Madden in ruck for Essendon. It's won by Madden. Glendinning fumble. Plenty of pressure on the players at the moment. Schimmelbusch now to put North into attack. No, there's another free kick going Essendon's way. So they've got the ball out of the centre twice. Both from free kicks. Duckworth, beautiful kick. Towering punt up the full forward. Danaher's there, but there will be a penalty.
15 metres.
Umpire Robinson indicating where the new mark will be at centre half forward. And if he kicks it like that, he could just about goal. Duckworth favours the torpedo punt kick. A mammoth kick into the goal square. And it's a goal!
Well, I was rather surprised at Dempsey there. I thought he could have touched that one, Peter.
Well, I certainly feel that Dempsey must have heard somebody say, leave it. Because it was amazing that he did not make any attempt to touch that. As we watch again on replay, 65 metres out from goal, and Dempsey going back. Now,
could have easily got back.
Cannot understand why Dempsey didn't continue to go back and try and touch it.
2 goals within 2 minutes, and the Bombers up to a great start. Centre bounce again, and the Bombers in full flight as the ball is knocked out by Madden again. And what a sensational start for Essendon for 1983 preliminary final. Just on the 2 minute mark, and we're over the 2 minute mark now, but they've already got 2 goals on the board, and that would certainly boost their comp. There's Bahaja again. Oh, he ran into his own man, Van der Haar. He was collared, but the ball driven down there by Hawker. There's Danaher again. And what a sensational bit of play that Essendon have performed in this first 2.5 minutes. A chance for their 3rd goal. There's the kick by Danaher. It's a magnificent kick. And it's another goal. No, it might be a point. Oh, golly, those North Melbourne supporters would have a sigh of relief there for sure. What a start for the Bombers. 2 goals, 1 to North Melbourne yet to score. And everybody's expecting North to do a better job than they did last week against Hawthorn. There's a free kick just about the Dempsey, but the umpire called play on Dempsey. Back out there now, and a mark to Peter Smith on the wing position. Short pass, not a good one. It's a shocker. Hurd comes in, he's grabbed, but a beautiful hand pass to Duckworth. That was a quick one.
Right.
Slide of the hand job as the ball goes down there towards Dench and Danaher. And, of course, Dench has got a very tough job today, minding the captain of Essendon, a champion player himself, Bob, down there in that full forward position.
Yes, he's had a wonderful year. He's really responded to leadership, Terry Danaher.
Ball out of bounds in the forward pocket, still in the Bombers' attacking zone. Only about 10 metres around from their goal. Knocked out by Dempsey, a left-hander. Bahaja, Schimmelbusch is there too, and Cowton goes in. A hand pass out to the wrong man, picked up by Hurd. A chance for Law to mark, and he doesn't let his side down there in defence and takes the mark. Oh, creeping over the mark is Danaher. Goes for a short pass. This could be dangerous. Oh, down he goes. Copped a high one that time, Van der Haar, and of course Ross Glendinning gave him one to go on with as he knocked him down after. Could be on for young and old today. They're a pretty tough side, Essendon. There's a go now for Law. Scouts, oh, it's a bad kick. It's well covered this time. And it's Hawker sending them back into attack with a pass. And it's a beauty there to Bahaja.
Bahaja, a chance for Essendon's 3rd goal with this forward move. Van der Haar and Law. Glendinning, oh, put Kink out of business. Lovely bump. And one of the Brownlow favourites too, Glendinning. Back to centre wing. McCann had attempted knock on, but it's out of bounds. And we'll see a throw-in to take place on the true centre wing position. An amazing opening here at VFL Park. Essendon's 2 goals coming up in 2 minutes. Right now we're at the 5 minute mark. McCann and Madden. Won by Madden through the hands of Bahaja, and it's picked up by Demetriou. Schimmelbusch, right half forward. Beautiful tackle by Carey, stopped him. Schimmer again. Looks for Atkins. Misdirected hand pass and out of bounds.
Well, this is the first time that North have gone into attack over their half-forward line, Pete, since the start of the game.
Yes, the Essendon side have been getting it out of the centre circle, and that's what counts. So it's Madden again and McCann. McCann at the back, can't get it past Madden, who's doing well so far, and it's picked up by Hurd. Long kick into centre field. Glendinning and Merritt, but behind the pack, Carlton. And the 15-metre penalty, which brings him to the point of the square. A short pass. Mark taken by Hodgman in front of Bradbury. Short pass again. Could be dangerous. Yes, he's got that. Mark to Atkins. Atkins in the forward pocket, but about 35 metres from goal at least, and at a pretty fair angle. Walsh in a bit of a jostle down there. Fairly leads, but it is ignored. Atkins will have a shot. It won't quite make the distance. Plenty of players fly for it. Dempsey claims it. Is it a mark? No, says the umpire, and I think a good decision. Demetriou trying to get clear, and umpire Nash has decided on a bounce. Well, about 3 or 4 players had their hands on that. Dempsey came down with it.
I would have played it personally.
Well, a triple Brownlow medalist can't always be wrong. Anyway, the umpire didn't see it that way, Bob, and that's what counts. He's decided again on a bounce. Still only about 20 metres from goal. So a real chance for North Melbourne's first score. Of course, they had 2 goals on the board before Hawthorn scored last week. And Jimmy Cracker takes it, caught, and holding the ball.
And the free kick will go to Fowles. Of course, he's got the job of tagging Jimmy Cracker.
Phil Cracker, Lou.
Phil Cracker, is it?
No, but Jim then, but Foles is tagging Phil Cracker.
Oh, well, OK. One Cracker to another Cracker as the ball goes back there towards the half-forward line. Watson is grabbed. That said play on the umpire. It's thrown into the pack that time by Abernethy, and the umpire said it'll be a free kick to Essendon. And everything going the Bombers. Well, there's a bit of a box on now. And this, I told you, this will be on for Young, and oh, look at him going in now. Oh, there's Jimmy going in after, and Phil in there trying to protect his brother. Notice the ex-Port Melbourne boy, Bradbury, was trying to pacify one of the Cracker boys there.
Well, notice Wayne Schimmelbusch in the thick of things down there.
Well, it's one of those games, of course, the loser today, it's mothball for them, and the tension's really high. Robertson's had the book out, and it'll be interesting to see who's been reported. He's going across to Cracker now to talk to him. Might be telling them he's reporting someone for hitting him. I don't know. We'll find that out later.
I don't think there were any reports made.
There's the ball back into play again, out towards the wing position. And the ball pushed away that time by Abernethy towards the half-back line. It's Grigg in the front position there. Grigg can't pick it up, and the ball is out of bounds. So we're just over the 8-minute mark of the first quarter of the 1983 preliminary final. And it's been off to a sensational start with Essendon kicking 2 goals within the first 2 minutes. They're 2-1-13 to North Melbourne yet to score. Hawker and Ezard's down that time by Ramsey, picked up by Bradbury. It's a short kick. He's flattened after he kicked the ball. It'll be a free kick down the game. It's on again.
Neagle going.
Neagle going in. Oh, they're tipping him out left and right. There's Cracker having a go at Duckworth, shaping up. It's Phil Cracker shaping up with Duckworth.
There goes
there's Jimmy. And Jimmy's into it. Oh, they're boxing on from the word go here. What a day. It's TV ringside. Peter, it's best.
I think the happiest people at the moment would be the Hawthorn team, wouldn't they?
Oh, golly. Well, once you hit one Cracker, brother, you got to go on with the other one.
Yes, and they have to settle down and concentrate on football at the moment. They're playing right into Essendon's hands at the present moment.
Yeah. Well, the books were out then, but it's pretty hard to tell whether anybody was reported. They could have booked about 15.
Well, the free kick goes downfield. The free kick into
Essendon. As the North Melbourne runner trying to quieten Jimmy Cracker down at that stage. And, well, that was a free kick downfield. It could easily have been taken off Essendon, but the umpire may not have seen what we saw on camera.
OK, we've got Rene Kink with the kick now about 45 metres out directly in front.
Well, we at least know one report's made, but we don't know whether he's the offendee or the offender. And there's another one. That's Neagle. Well,
I'm not surprised with that one.
No, must agree.
Well, it's no good for Neagle to talk to the umpire. Once they put you in the book, you're gone for all times. And the chance now for the Bombers to kick their 3rd goal, because Kink's only about 40 metres out. They're pretty busy out there, these guys with the pens.
He also spoke to Demetriou, so he could have been booked as well.
I think you could sense it was going to be on from the start, Pete, couldn't you?
Yes, you picked it there, Lou. So a free kick still to be taken by Kink. Maybe they all squared each other off there. Kink at half forward, 45 metres out, directly in front, and goals. So a couple of bookings, 3 goals on the board though to Essendon, and that's the name of the game. 3-1-19, North Melbourne yet to score.
Back at VFL Park now, Essendon leading by 13 points at the 19-minute mark.
He's got it on the centre wing position. Ball coming back over the centre half forward position. Barely flies. Got a chance to mark that one. Couldn't hold it. Cracker going. Gets the ball out to McDonald. Goes for a hand pass. There's a chance for little Atkins to snap it goal. And he's put it through. And the Kangaroos bounce back now. So at the 19.5-minute mark of the first quarter, it's North Melbourne 2 goals, 12 points to Essendon 3-1-19.
Yes, and once again, a fine piece of roving, and I do think that the North Melbourne side has settled down and realised that the ball has to be the object. We saw Jimmy Cracker cop a good one on replay there, but Phil Cracker certainly starting to lift the North Melbourne side with his play around the field.
What a sensational opening again on the Sevens Big League. 7 points the difference in the first quarter of the preliminary final. Dempsey and Madden, won by Madden, who's won most of them at the centre. Taken by Hodgman. In the road is Duckworth, and he'll get the mark and or free kick. Duckworth on the edge of the square. Looks for a lead. He's got a couple out on centre wing, one of whom is Madden. High. Not well delivered. Glendinning takes a very good mark.
Well, he's certainly looking a lot better today, Glendinning, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
And he's the player they need to find. They've got to go directly down the ground, North Melbourne. Get it down there as quick as they can.
And the 15-metre penalty will help them as Glendinning goes straight down the centre. McCann using the body very, very well. Plays on. High ball. Long to McDonald. And a great mark. There's Mutton, you're right. Watch it again. Yes, good grab.
Stood his ground well.
And plays on now. Long to full forward. Cracker at the back. Can't take the mark. Carey. Strong in defence. Tries to get it out to Bahaja. Chance for North Melbourne. Atkins' snapshot is through for one behind. At the 21-minute mark of the first term, 6 points the difference, 13-19. Bradbury will bring the ball back into play. And of course, the grand final next week, live to the United States through the facilities of OTC. Madden gets one for his corner. Hawker's in there. Plenty of weight being used. Tackled too high, was he? Yes. And Glenn Hawker to take the free kick. Dempsey doesn't like the treatment meted out. It could be reversed.
Well, very rarely do you see Dempsey do his block.
No. And the mark taken out there by Weston. Weston right on the centre wing position. Puts it high. Greg goes the spoil effectively. Abernathy got rolled. Plenty of Essendon players running. Watson takes the hand pass at half forward. Short pass. Beautifully delivered, Timmy Watson. And a 15-metre penalty, surely. Or a booking.
Well, there was not much Hodgman can do there, I reckon, Bob. He had to go at him, didn't he?
Yes, he was well after time.
Oh, that is a little bit more than a 15-metre penalty. Anyway, Bahaja has the chance to bring up his first goal. He should not miss from there. We certainly have to earn kicks today, it would appear. Bahaja's kick, not very long, but it didn't have to be. It's a goal, and Essendon come away again to a lead of 2 goals, 4-1-25 to 2-1-13.
And certainly, as it turned out, I thought it was foolish by Hodgman because he just put Bahaja right in the square. We watch again on replay now. It's a hand pass coming from Merritt to Watson, and well after. And I think Hodgman lucky that he's not up there Tuesday night as well.
22.5 minutes gone now in the first quarter.
There's someone got over the line, and the umpire will find a free kick. It'll go to Essendon, so things are certainly blowing their way at the moment. Madden over the half-forward line. Glendinning in front, couldn't hold that, but backing up well as Dempsey goes after it again after it's smothered. It's tapped out to Danaher. His left foot snap at the goals. Up it goes there towards Van der Haar and Law, and Law's doing a pretty good job on Van der Haar at the moment.
It's Law and Carey, probably the 2 best defenders on the ground at the moment.
There's the kick by Law out there towards half-back. Dempsey gets into position. That's a great mark. A quick hand pass over there to little Atkins. He's clear. Shows plenty of pace. Gets away from Simon Melbourne. It's a shocking kick. It goes straight to Watson. Another short pass. It'll be okay. And the mark by Bradley. Another hand pass coming over. Neagle with a short one. Down goes Van der Haar. The umpire calls. No, it's Williams, I should say. And the kick up there towards the full forward position. Hazard at the back, but over the top of Ramsey. And it's forced through for 1 point. So at the 24-minute mark of the first quarter, it's Essendon 4-2-26 to North Melbourne 2-1-13, a difference of 13 points. Out wide, and Jimmy Cracker's got the mark. Crowd giving him something to go on with. There's plenty of Essendon supporters here today, but they shouldn't be growling because the free kicks are in their favour. Once again, it's Law. That kick was touched. I think he'll call play on. He has. A hand pass coming back. Oh, he was grabbed. Duckworth didn't have the ball that time. Against McDonald on a 15-metre penalty. North Melbourne falling for the trap a bit. They're manhandling Essendon when they should be playing the ball. Let the Bombers do the rough stuff. The ball goes across the centre-half forward now, over the centre-half forward position. Ball tapped away. It's little Williams clear. Has his running shot, but he's grabbed. It's back to Hazard. A snapper goal. What's the result? It's good. It's a goal. That's his first. So at the 24.5-minute mark, it's 5 goals to 32 Essendon and North Melbourne 2-1-13.
Goal on the board.
19 points the difference now. Time on being played in the first quarter. And umpire Nash has decided to again bounce it. Dempsey with Merritt. Bounces better for Merritt. And a free kick going North Melbourne's way. And the Bronx cheers.
12 free kicks to 4 at the moment, Peter.
Glendinning's kick up towards half forward. McCann, a great mark. Steve McCann about 60 metres up from goal as we watch it again in replay. Fine mark, that. Long boot by McCann, but nevertheless poorly directed, and the mark taken by Folds. Folds in the back pocket will get Essendon out of danger. Plenty of distance in that kick too. Who's holding who? Over the top was Demetriou. The umpire calls play on. Abernathy does. Into the forward pocket. It's all Essendon, and Jim Cracker let one go again. Folds the mark. And Bradbury had his back to him, which wasn't good play. Oh, that's a free kick to Van der Haar, surely. Law with Carey, as Bob said.
Great play by Watson there.
Yes. Two of the best defenders, but it's a free kick for out of bounds on the full, and Watson takes the free at centre wing. Gregg and Williams wrestling. Madden and Cracker. Kink will get there first. Oh!
That was good play on the part of Phil Cracker that time, Peter.
Oh, gee, I tell you what. They're letting him go. Cracker, McDonald and Duckworth. Well, McDonald has got it and is caught. Beautiful tackle. Beautiful tackle.
There's no reason for him to play on that occasion. He'd taken the mark, and you just cannot understand it.
No, that was a superb piece of football, that by Duckworth. Directing play in towards centre field. Oh, fine mark to Madden. And the big Essendon ruckman plays on. Plenty of Essendon players there he could give it to. He chooses Weston. Long to fall forward. Dench is there, though. Just can't quite get hold of the ball. It's out of bounds. And the throw-in will take place in the left forward pocket for Essendon, who lead at the moment by 19 points. 27 minutes gone as we await the throw-in. Glendenning and Merritt. At the back is Gregg, but fumbles. Glendenning looks for Jim Cracker. The Shepherd is from Cowton. On to Schimmelbusch, and Schimmelbusch up towards centre field.
Out towards that centre wing position. McCann in the front posse picks it up, but that's well smothered. They're doing that well at the moment. Oh, Van der Haar got one around the neck. Umpire call play on. Law's grab. Back it goes now. It's Weston trying to get clear. The umpire's calling play on. This has given Watson the break he needs. He's going for a bit of a trot. The centre half ball, a short pass. It's a beauty too. What a pass. And Merritt's got the ball well within kicking distance. And the Bombers running hot. Well, there might have been a free kick to Van der Haar. He was grabbed pretty high, but the umpire called play on. And as it worked out, it turned out trumps for Essendon. Because Watson got clear and got it over there to Merritt, going for his first goal. We're at the 28.5-minute mark of the first quarter of the preliminary final for 1983. And the Bombers off to a great start as Merritt fires at the goal. And that's a lovely shot. So there's 6 goals to 38. to North Melbourne, 2-1-13. Now that is a convincing lead at the start of this game, Bob. It could be dangerous for them.
Yes, and a lot of the fault lies with the North Melbourne forward line, because the number of times Essendon have been able to come away with ease, and on that occasion we saw Watson in final games in particular. You should never be allowed to, in the centre of the ground, bounce the ball 3 times without being tackled.
29 minutes gone now, first term.
Centre bounce. It's Madden going against Abernethy. Abernethy got that one out, but Madden goes down. And the umpire will ball it up down towards North Melbourne's centre half forward position. And we're just on the 29.5-minute mark, and they badly need a goal before quarter time. The confidence of Essendon would be really up at the moment. We see Duckworth drive the ball down, knocked out by Glendenning. Vanderhaar puts Glendenning out of business as the ball's kicked off the ground. Umpires found a free kick. It'll go to Demetrio round about the centre field area, and a chance to send North Melbourne to attack. They've got to go directly down the ground. And I think they may have made a blunder playing fairly at full forward, because the young fella doesn't know much about it. Punched out by Duckworth. McCann spins away beautifully. Tries to get a hand pass out to Jimmy Cracker. And the umpire will ball it up out there on North Melbourne's half-forward line, but a good distance out from goal.
McCann, Lou, for some reason, leading to the flanks instead of coming out and coming back in towards centre half-forward, where they can go directly down the ground.
Go along with you, Bobbers. Hurd drives the ball back to Vanderhaar, and the Flying Dutchman's got it. Out there at half-forward, there's a lead coming in from Danaher. He's in the front, Buckley. And, he couldn't get that one. Dents goes after, but backing up well is Little Williams. A hand pass to Ezard. And this looks dangerous for another goal. He runs to an open goal, and you can put it in your glasses. That's goal number 2 to Ezard. And, of course, 7 goals to 44 Essendon for North Melbourne, 2-1-13.
There's some fine play by Williams on that occasion. He's got the hand pass out to Ezard. Dench, and we look at it now from the shot behind the goals, and a lovely hand pass across to Ezard. Good turn of speed, and that's the way to finish it off.
That's twice they've combined for goal, Bob.
There's Williams proving a dangerous player against Keith Grigg.
31 minutes have gone now in the first quarter. It looks as though Essendon could be in the grand final if they can continue this play. A difference of 5 goals won at the moment. 31-point advantage to the Bombers. It's knocked down to Atkins by Madden. The high ball only covers about 15 metres in distance. It's at Essendon's half-back line. Carey a chance. Over he goes. Too high, was it? And Carey will take the free kick. As I said earlier in the quarter, done a lot of useful things for the Bombers.
Free kicks 15-6 in Essendon's favour, Pete, at the moment.
He's got to say something. Over goes Williams, picked up by Ramsey. The umpire has found a free kick. It's going to Williams. He's certainly getting the charmed run in that regard.
Well, if you're first to the ball, there's every chance you'll get the free kick.
That's about right, and they have been first to the ball for most of the quarter. Williams at right centre wing. Gets better every time I see him. Likewise, young Ezard. Merritt at the back. Great mark.
Not good defence there by Glendenning. He made no attempt to get up there and punch that ball away.
Well, they've got their confidence up, Pete, and they're taking chance. That was a great mark by Merritt. And you start to do the impossible when things start to run your way.
So, Roger Merritt, only about 40 metres from goal. A chance to bring up his second, and Essendon's 8th, and what a great start that would be for them in this opening term. It's straight, it's long enough, it's a goal. 8 goals for Essendon in a sensational opening here at VFL Park. 8 goals to 50. North Melbourne 2-1. We begin the second quarter at VFL Park with Essendon leading by 37 points. After an action-packed opening term in which a number of players appeared to have had their number taken, including Essendon centre-man Merv Neagle. Good tackle by Keith Gregg. Out it comes to Smith. Smith from centre wing. McCann can't take the mark. McDonald down to Jim Cracker, who steadies. Too long for Walsh, and a goal. And that's just how Essendon started the first term. They got a goal within 30 seconds. Is this to be the start of the big North Melbourne comeback? The scores now on Seven's big league. North Melbourne 3-1-19, Essendon 8-2-50.
And good play by Smith on that occasion. And the hand pass comes from McDonald across to Phil Cracker. And the torpedo punch hit too high for Kevin Walsh, but good play by Smith on the wing.
And that was Jim Cracker's first kick for the game, coming up at the 32nd mark of the second quarter. 19-50. Knocked away by Madden, who's had the better of the centre bounces so far, and North get it out of the centre for the second time in a row. Folds and Phil Cracker backing up as Bradbury close to the boundary line, and folds, but it comes back to Phil Cracker. Shrugs one tackle onto Demetriou. Demetriou into the forward pocket, and Walsh safe in defence. Back to centre field. Oh, Keith Gregg playing in front has the mark.
Great mark by Gregg that time. Beautifully placed, Peter.
Yes, good use of the body by the dual Brownlow medalist. Gregg from centre field. Long to full forward. Plenty of Essendon tall timber down there. Carey claims the mark and in fact has been played it by the umpire. On to Weston. Watson and Williams. All the W's. That surely is a free kick. He could get booked. The book is coming out. Yes, there's another one up on Monday night, and it is John Law. You might say the letter of the law. And Ian Robinson was in a good position to see that. He was running right to where the ball was coming.
Is he not next Monday night, Pete?
It looks that way, doesn't it, Lou? 2 minutes gone.
And chance now for Merritt to drive the Bombers.
It'll come back to Williams, Lou.
Oh, that's right. Merritt, I think, anticipated a free kick, so Williams got a 15-metre penalty. He's right on the edge of the square out there in the centre wing position. It's 19 points North Melbourne to Essendon 50 points as William boots the ball over the centre half forward position. Players fly. Staying at the back is Merritt. Glenn Jennings into his back, but the umpire said call play on. Out it goes to Count. He can't get clear. Holding on the shoulder. Well, he gave a backhander there. It could be against him. No, the umpire said get back on your mark. Merritt a 15-metre penalty. Now he's pushed Merritt over. He'll take the ball off him.
He loses it now.
He's taken it off him. Well, I think Crazy got the tip the first time he could have lost it. That's Philly's playing the part of Carlton.
That's why he's got his nickname.
Well, it's all right being the tough guy, but you've got to use a lot of discretion when you want to iron these blokes out. As Jack Dyer used to say, you have to wait a fortnight.
No, he didn't take it off him,
No,
Lou.
he didn't. He might have been lucky, so it's McCann taking the mark. Out it goes to Hodgman. Quickly plays on, boots the ball down there towards Foles and Cracker. The ball pushed out by McDonald. A chance now for North Melbourne to get further field as we see little Atkins scoot around Duckworth. Right on the boundary line. This is a running shot at goal. And what a kick it is. And it's marked by Smith. Right on the line.
Rain coming down fairly heavy, Lou.
Well, that's a good, that's a big advantage to the Bombers because they've got a good lead at the moment. Smith goes for a short pass. And the mark taken here by Fairley. This will be his first kick for the match.
Could give him a bit of confidence too, Lou.
Well, let's hope it does for the young fella because there's nothing worse playing in a game when you first got a big serious game like that. He's put it through for a goal. So it's 8 goals, 250 Essendon with North Melbourne bouncing back a little bit. 4 goals, 125.
There's still a long way to go, but there's no doubt that kicking a goal would lift the confidence of Ian Fairley. And a good play by Smith. He may well have missed. As on replay now, we see Smith take the mark. It could well have been a lovely goal by Atkins, but it still finished up with a goal as we see the short pass coming out to Fairley.
I think Crazy might have been a bit lucky that time not to have the ball taken away from him, Bob.
I did believe so, Lou.
There he is, old Crazy Horse himself.
25 points the difference. 4.5 minutes have gone in the second quarter of the preliminary final. 52-25. Still the rain falling. Hodgman to full forward or to half forward. Carey is there. Well tackled by Phil Cracker. Umpire calls play on. Cracker putting on an Academy Award performance to try and get a free kick as Nagel goes for the hand pass.
He dived after the ball then.
Yes, a push in the back is seen by the umpire.
Well, free kicks are certainly not going North's way, Pete. You must admit that.
Yes, I'll admit that. Nagel. Carlton and Danaher. No mark eventually. Carlton again. On towards Keith Gregg.
Doing a good job, Carlton, all the same.
Wide towards the right half forward flank. McCann and Weston are there. Carey comes in, beats both of them. Caught with the ball. Held it a minute. McCann chips it high. Demetriou marks. No.
Yep, it's a mark, Pete.
He's looking for 15-metre penalty.
Yes, I was wondering what the signal was intended to mean. So Andy Demetriou, a long way from goal. He would be 60 metres at least and on the boundary line. But of course, North kicking with the breeze this quarter, which must be a little bit stronger than we believe. A torpedo punt favoured by that player. Phil Cracker at the back. A good attempt to mark. And it will be a ball up in the goal square, or in fact just wide of it.
It's all quiet in the Western Front at the moment, Pete.
Insofar as the fisticuffs are concerned, yes, they're playing football now. What a torrid quarter that was.
Essendon have shifted Danaher to centre-half forward, Merritt to full forward.
Schimmelbusch a chance, but caught. Looking for a free kick for a high tackle. Asks the question of the umpire. The answer is in the negative. And we'll see a ball up again, almost in the identical position. Still only about 10 metres from goal. It's knocked down to Ezard, who gets offloaded for his trouble. Smith, the chance, close to the boundary line. Kicks it in play only just. Neagle thought about tapping it out, but saw the boundary umpire was close by. And once more we'll see a ball up.
Just over the 6.5 minute mark of the second quarter. 8 goals to 50. Essendon and North Melbourne 4-1-25. North Melbourne this quarter kicking with the end that's favoured by the wind. Knocked out by Madden, comes back to Ezard, kicks it off the ground back towards Danner, certainly a long way away from his position at centre-half forward. He must be a little bit concerned, Bob, at the start of this quarter for North Melbourne to move him out there.
It's a bit of a surprising move because he was far too quick for David Dench, and Merritt had kicked 2 goals from centre-half forward.
There's Duckworth trying to get clear. It's Hodgman coming out of the pack, having a pot shot at the goals. Has it come around enough or was it touched? A goal! So they're really bouncing back. That's his first goal, Hodgman. And it's North Melbourne 5-1-31 to Essendon 8-2. Just on the 8-minute mark. And North Melbourne bouncing back as Dempsey gets another knockout. Taken away from Watts. There's a free kick nearly in the back to Hawker. Ridden into the ground that time, and he'll take the free kick at centre field. So about the first time that the Bombers have gone into attack for this quarter as the ball goes down there to Van der Haar. And the Flying Dutchman's grabbed it, and he'd be about 55 metres out from goal. A little bit anxious to play on here, but decides to go back for the kick. There it is, it's a long one into the goal square. Merritt battling there, Dempsey gets in the way. Couldn't hold the mark, backing up well as Dench. And Roger Merritt pushed out of the pack by Crazy Horse, using a bit of brute force there. Back it goes, Van der Haar nearly got that mark, he's paying it. That was a great mark, I think I'd have played it too as the ball finally comes over now. A chance for, it's a bit of a scrimmage. Back it goes to Van der Haar, kicked off the ground, it's Danaher. Punched out by Dench, good play. Hazard's kick is smothered, and that's rough and tough football out there as the umpire will bounce the ball. That was...
So a ball up, half forward for Essendon at the 9-minute mark of the second term. A very crowded bounce it will be. Knocked away by Madden, picked up by Hawker. Hawker in towards Merritt. Who's hanging on to who down there? Yes, Dench was doing that before, actually. He's caught you this time, David, because he grabbed Merritt before when Merritt tried to lead. The umpire didn't see it. This time he did, and that's a perfect shot of it. Hanging onto his elbow, and I've got no doubt about that decision at all. So Merritt, with his third kick, had a chance to bring up his third goal. And the move, obviously, of putting him to full forward could pay early dividends. Merritt, some 15 metres out and directly in front of goal, will be a valuable one to Essendon. It looks okay from here. And full points to Roger Merritt, who is the Bombers' leading goal kicker now with 3. And on 7's big lead from the 83 preliminary final, it's 9-2, 56 to 5-1, 31.
So that's certainly one that North Melbourne did not want. They were hopeful, I'm sure, of getting a little bit closer. But just as North, even with the poor first quarter, kicked 2 goals in that first term, we naturally cannot expect Essendon not to get any on the board.
10 minutes gone. 9-2 to 5-1. Knocked away by Dempsey to Atkins, and North get it out of the centre finally. Up towards half forward. Oh, great mark by Foles. Foles is at centre half back. Straight down the centre, looking for Van der Haar or King. Neither can take the mark. Roving it well as Abernathy. Into his back apparently is the Essendon rover in Bahaja, and Abernathy to take the free kick at centre field. Towering punt kick, isn't it? Walsh goes the spoil. That's effective. Down to Cracker. Pouncing on it is Merritt. Flicking it out of Hurd. Essendon doing it well now. It comes out to Hawker at half-back, and Hawker clears for the Bombers.
And it's back over the centre field position. Picked up beautifully by Lord. Doing a great job down there at half-back. Punched on again. Grabbed by McCann. A hand pass. That comes out there. A little short pass by Atkins out wide. It's McDonald winning the race there against Walsh. Now it's Carey it is. Carey fumbles, Atkins picks it up, and finally the ball is forced out of bounds. Surf certainly coming up there now, that loose spot over there. Ball pushed out by McDonald. Ross is grabbed that time by Jimmy Cracker. It's holding the ball. And of course, it'll be a free kick to Jimmy Cracker, only about 25 metres out from goal. And a chance to kick his second goal.
That was a beautiful tackle, Luke.
Certainly was. Watch him now. He grabbed the big fellow. He had no hope of getting away from that one. And of course, he goes down.
Holden on the ground for North.
Holden on the ground.
I think Holt might have been a blind early in the piece, Peter.
Cracker fires at the goals, but he's off target, and they badly needed that one. So just on the 12-minute mark, it's 5 goals, 2:32 North Melbourne to Essendon 9-2-56. There we see Holden. Ball kicked back into play again. Glendenning in the front posse. Smith got his hands but couldn't hold the mark. It's Danaher coming out of the pack, but he's grabbed by Cracker. Back it goes to Phil. He fumbles the ball, but he won't give in. He goes after it again, still trying to get it out. Umpire said hold the man, so things are starting to fall the North Melbourne's way at the moment, and a 15-metre penalty. This brings Phil Cracker right over the centre-half forward position, and a chance to drive it deep into attack now. Oh, out of position that time by Duckworth. McDonald, an easy mark taken there by Welch. There's Foles on his own out there at half-back. Got the open paddock to run. Better be careful bouncing it out there. It's pretty heavy. The ball off the side of the boot, and there's a good mark taken there by Abernathy on the centre wing position for North Melbourne.
He too goes for a short pass. Looking for and finding Atkins, who plays on. Atkins up to half forward. Dempsey in front and marks.
Well, fairly nearly messed him up too, coming from behind.
Yes, he tried to stop, but he didn't.
On too many occasions, North have had more than one player in the air, and there's not enough talk from the players down on the ground to nominate whichever player should be going for.
Dempsey 45 metres out, but the longest kick in the side. That one looks okay. Well done from Big Gary. Just what North Melbourne needed at the 13-minute mark of the quarter, and the difference once again is 3 goals, 6-2 to 9-2.
Well, so North have come back well in this term, and I do not believe that it is the case of the breeze. It's more a case of North steadying their game. Through the agency of Hodgson, they've gotten the ball out of the centre, something they didn't do in the first quarter.
Second quarter, nearly 14 minutes gone. 3 goals the difference. A centre square infringement. North Melbourne to get the free kick through the agency of Dempsey, who kicked the last goal. That kick's not quite so good, and it falls into the arms of Merv Neagle, who plays on. Neagle from half-back. Looks for Madden. Beautiful pass. Madden at centre wing. Kink making position too long for him. Ramsey is there. The shepherd is from Dench. Plenty of Essendon players. Good tackle by Greg on Hawker. Merritt a shot at goal. He's kicked 3 already. Is that 4? Yes, it is. Great handball by Essendon. 4 goals to Roger Merritt. A fine performance up forward. The difference, again, 4 goals. 62 to 38.
So not good defence by North Melbourne there. And we'll watch as the ball goes over the head of Kink. Ramsey, well, should not have lost possession as Kink gives it across to Hawker. The tackle and the hand pass across to Merritt. A wobbly kick, but effective nonetheless. 4 straight for Roger Merritt.
15 minutes gone of the second quarter. 24 points the difference in favour of Essendon. Dempsey against Madden. Dempsey got that one out. Not a good one. Kicked off the ground again. A stack up at centre field. They're all trying to crash their way through the pack. And the umpire will ball it up once again in the middle of the ground. The umpire, Robertson, going across to Demetrio to say a few words to him. Of course, Robertson's dressed up for the occasion with his usual finals afro hairdo. Ball pushed out by Madden. Still a scrimmage there, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to the Essendon skipper, Terry Danaher, at centre field. A quick hand pass over to Hurd. Left unattended that time. He's got a chance to go for a bit of a gallop. Boots the ball well up towards the full forward position. Oh, he's too strong. Too strong for Cowton that time, Vanderhaar. Went a bit late for the punch, and Vanderhaar's got the chance to kick a goal from about 40 metres out.
It's a lovely mark, that one, Lou.
That's his 5th mark for the match. And when the Flying Dutchman's going, he's a pretty good player, too, as he fires at the goals now. And a great strong mark over the top of Merritt that time was by David Dench. Could be a 15-metre penalty here if he's not careful knocking the ball away like that.
I don't think he's worried at that into the ground.
I don't think he is. And, of course, he's kicked 4 goals up to this stage of the match, Merritt. He's been a real good player down there. Oh, great mark. Taken that time by Smith. A quick hand pass to Demetrio. The ball back there. Oh, McDonald Lear-rising a bit that time. Oh, Duckworth was nearly upended by Smith as the ball comes out wide to Cowton. Pushed well away that time by Van der Haar. Williams goes down. Cowton's there again. Fine play by Cowton as he gets the ball out there to Hodgman. Hodgman at half-back goes for a pass. And Cracker nearly got one on the back. Jimmy Cracker after it again. Tries to scoop the ball out. Schimmelbusch is there. It's finally picked up. That time by Hurd over an eagle. Walks out of the pack beautifully as he drives the ball over the half-forward line for Essendon. Punched on by Merritt, and the umpires found a free kick. It'll go to David Dents down there. He's called play on. I think he was going to play. Oh, bad play by Glendinning. Well smothered by Danaher. A scramble going on, but there'll be a free kick to North Melbourne's Dempsey. And North Melbourne could have been lucky to get out of that one. Just over the 17-minute mark, and it's still 24 points the difference with a 15-metre penalty there.
Dempsey just on centre wing now. Cracker got high in the air and will be paid the mark.
A little lucky, I think.
Yes. Didn't hold it for very long, did he? Good kick by Jim Cracker. Fairly in front and marks. That's a good one. No doubt about that.
That goal may have given him the confidence.
And certainly he needed something because he'd been having a dirty day up until he got that goal. Fairly from 25 metres out. The opportunity for his second goal, which he has duly converted. 2 goals to Fairley. He's now North Melbourne's leading goal kicker. Once again, they trail by 3 goals. 10-62 to 7-2-44.
It was a fine mark there by Fairley. The value of being in the front position as the ball dropped all of a sudden. It didn't carry. And we'll watch it again as Fairley just pushed Walsh away. In fact, Walsh then pushing again, but being in the front position and a really good mark.
3 goals the difference. 10-2 to 7-2. When North Melbourne have got that close before, Essendon have rallied with a goal or 2. Let's see what happens this time as Merritt charges forward.
Free kick,
yes, forward charge possibly.
I thought that they should have let that game go on though, because although it was a free kick, Abernathy was clear of the centre.
Been a fine quarter by Dempsey this one, hasn't it, Bob?
Good smother by Merritt. Dempsey again gets the ball out. There's no one there to take it though for the Kangaroos. Merritt once more taps it wide. Down goes Danaher. Also down is Abernathy, it would appear.
Free kick.
Abernathy in plenty of bother just wide of the circle. I don't know what it is. He did, of course, have a broken nose. There's Abernathy. The free kick is to Glendinning. Glendinning, oh, beautiful punt kick. Knock on by Smith. Picked up by Jimmy Cracker. Well roved, but off target. And possibly out of bounds on the full.
As he was trying to do the banana kick there, but it just didn't banana.
So that will be a free kick to Essendon to be taken by Walsh. Walsh at the right back pocket for the Bombers. McCann and Weston. At the back is Merritt. Plays it well to Carey. He couldn't take the hand pass. Now the Bombers get out of trouble. King, a blind turn, effective. Bradbury moving it well to Neagle, who's had a good game so far. Neagle from the circle. Did too much, or in fact tried to. He's lost it. Atkins. Short pass. McDonald, oh, still can't take the mark. Duckworth holding the man. Yes, it is. And Bill Duckworth will take the free kick at half-back.
Well, we see that McDonald only went half-hearted for that mark, and of course Neagle tried to do that little bit extra. It was good play on the part of North Melbourne, but strong play here by Duckworth. He's been a strong player today as the ball goes up there towards Dempsey and Danaher. It's Danaher coming out with the ball. But it's finally, we see the ball driven up there by Holden out there, but there's no one there for North Melbourne. And a good mark to Merritt. He's played a fine game too. Out to Carey. And McCann's after him. He's collected him. He's got the kick out to Neagle now. Neagle can't pick it up and the ball is out of bounds. Crowd not too happy with Neagle either.
A complete blind before the game by North Melbourne, Lou, because Bridus now getting ready to come on.
They certainly fooled everybody. That'll be a fine for them, I should imagine. They're not worrying about that. As we see Van der Haar drop, in goes Crazy Horse. And it's a call play on. If we see a bit of struggling going on there at the moment. By golly, Crazy Horse collected Duckworth, I think it might have been.
I'm surprised it wasn't a free kick.
By golly, he collected him. He stunned him completely.
Smith in trouble.
Smith in a bit of trouble at the moment as Dempsey goes for the knockout. Gets it out to Cracky, fumbles. The hand pass coming back from Atkins. The ball finally kicked up by Merritt. Great mark by Watson over the top of Abernathy. That time out there on the centre wing position. This is a game of thrills and spills as it goes out wide. And a good mark out of Bradbury, a little short of centre half forward. Short pass, it'll be Rene Kink going for this one. He's grabbed the mark. He's broken clear. He's going to have a snapshot at goal. But the incredible Hawks off target, disgusted with himself, and it's through for 1 point. 21.5 minutes gone, and it's Essendon 10-3-63. Riders on the ground now. He's going to have the job of having a go at Duckworth. That'll be a pretty tough battle before it's over. 7-2-44 North Melbourne to Western 10-3-63.
And away go the Kangaroos through Jimmy Cracker. Bradbury just brings him down, and he finds his brother.
They're looking better now, North Melbourne.
They are looking a little bit better. Phil Cracker into the goal square, trying to find McCann. Nobody waiting down for North Melbourne. That is picked up by Walsh. Merritt again. Playing a great game, and the publicity of a few weeks ago has made him a new player. The half forward, Glendinning and Ezard. And it will be a ball up right half forward flank for Essendon at the 22.5-minute mark of the quarter. A little bit more application by North Melbourne this term after giving Essendon a huge start. Madden has done best in the ruck. Kink, a little bit slow. Bahaja. On it goes to Williams. Short to Ezard. They've combined for 2 goals already. Danaher gets offloaded, but he had the ball. The Essendon skipper trying to get it out. Now he was grabbed there, didn't have it. Essendon fans, as you can hear, loud in their disapproval of that decision. And justifiably so, perhaps. Dempsey and Madden had a great battle so far. Free kick to Madden. For a Shepherd, I presume.
Well, Dempsey's disgusted with the decision. He said that possibly Dempsey may have been holding on.
Couldn't see it myself.
Well, he's closer than we are, Pete. We've got to admit that, haven't we?
Yes. So Simon Madden has a chance for his first goal. And he would be, let me see, some 40 metres out and just about directly in front of goal. Madden's unusual style is effective as it's through for 4 points to the Bombers. And once again, they answered the challenge as North get to within 3 goals. The Bombers go ahead again. 11-3-69 to 7-2-44 minutes gone in the second quarter now. 4 goals won the difference, which translates to 25 points. Merritt having a run on the ball, but can't get it past Dempsey. In fact, no one can get it out of the circle. And once again, the umpire has decided on a bounce, which will take place just wide of the circle itself.
Just over the 24-minute mark of the second quarter. Merritt against Dempsey. With a shepherding, Merritt got it down, kicked off the ground by Hawker. And we see little Ezard going down. Glenn Dennings onto him there, but wanted him get out. The umpire said he had no hope of getting rid of it. It'll be a ball up towards the centre half forward position for Essendon. They're 25 points in front at the moment. And as Bob Skilton said before, the closest they can get to Essendon is 3 goals, North Melbourne. Finally, we see Bradbury slunk to the ground. They pile on top of a couple of players there. Merritt's on the bottom, and the umpire once again will ball it up out towards the edge of the square, out towards the centre wing position. Dempsey against Merritt. He's got 2 to contend with today, Merritt and Madden. That's going to be a difficult job as we see Holden trying to get clear. And it's grabbed here. Hawker had no hope of getting rid of it. The umpire will ball it up once again, but they're gradually getting it down towards their half-forward line.
Every time there's a ball up, Lou, it's an Essendon player who is, first to the ball.
That's why they're getting the free kicks too, Bob. There's no doubt about that. Oh, Merritt and Dempsey had a bit of a wrestling match. It'll go to Dempsey this time. And there's not that many North Melbourne supporters in comparison with the Essendon fans, but they certainly gave a rousing cheer there. As the ball is down there, it's a mark. It'll be a mark to Arnold Brightus, and why he wasn't on the ground earlier, I don't know. Arnold Brightus kicks the ball long up there towards the full forward position. And that's a great mark to Walsh down there in defence.
Not doing a bad job either.
So it's Walsh going across the goals there now. A chance for McCann to mark. Tapped on again, a hand pass coming out. And it's little Bahaja breaking clear. The hand pass back to Weston, where he gave it from in the first place. Right down there towards that half-forward line. Hawker in the front position. Demetrio after him. Down goes Hawker. Demetrio's into his back as it's picked up by Watson on the boundary line. He goes for a short pass, looking for Van der Haar. He's beaten Cowden again. Quick hand pass coming over. And we see grabbed there on the lane was Watson, and the ball was forced out of bounds. They were lucky to get away with that, Northern. A little bit foolish on the part of Van der Haar.
Watch again. It's a mark taken by Paul Van der Haar. Carlton letting him know that he was there. The hand pass across to Watson. A quick hand pass from Watson, hoping to get it back, but not coming.
There we see the ball out wide. Abernethy's grab, didn't have the ball that time. He'll get a free kick.
A little lucky. I thought he did have it the first time.
Well, Abernethy's got the free kick out there at half back. The difference still 25 points. So North Melbourne still within striking distance. McCann trying to posse for position there. Punched out by Weston and again by Hodgman. It's Schimmelbusch. He's been pretty quiet today as the hand pass comes out to Arnold Bridus. Goes for the long kick. It's a long kick up there, looking for Fairley, but it's too long. Backing up well is Carey. Well tackled that time by Jimmy Cracker.
Free kick to
Umpire said it'll be a free kick.
Phil Cracker's free.
It's against the Walsh. And, of course, we were watching the play there.
A good tackle by Jim Cracker. Carey losing the ball. Now we see it. That's
he got into his back, didn't he? So we see the free kick going there to Phil Cracker. A quick hand pass to Fairley, and he's kicked it through, and that's his second goal and third goal. 27.5 minutes gone, and the score at the moment is 8 goals, 250 North Melbourne to Western 11-3, 69.
Well, Essendon really losing concentration on that occasion. Walsh being the player on the mark, and so Bowles should have picked up Walsh's opponent if that was the case, but Bowles just stood back watching what was going on, and a goal to Fairley for his third.
So once again, North Melbourne have got back to within just on 3 goals. It's 50-69, a difference of 19 points. The Kangaroos want the next goal going into half-time. Neagle's hand pass is OK to Hawker. High kick. Merritt underneath it. Glendinning a tap on. Bahaja intercepting. Picked up by the skipper. Danaher to half-forward. Schimmelbusch is there. The knock away to Madden. On to Williams. Bahaja looks for the hand pass. He's got it to Watson, who steadies. Watson's shot. It's through, and once again Essendon answer the challenge. Timmy Watson's first goal. North can't get past that 18-point gap.
Essendon player down there in the middle. I'm not quite sure who it is. It might be Hawker.
12-3-75 to 8-2-50 at VFL Park. Hawker down. Looks okay now.
Watch on replay now as Nagel comes through. Gets the hand pass out. And Hawker.
Thanks very much.
Oh, golly. I'd reckon that was accidental, Pete.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't a bad one.
Not bad. That would have...
well, I'm just saying that Bridus will have a bit of a dip, won't he, Bob?
Well, Hawker had his little thing in first.
I think they would have decked Kahuma Hunger in his prime, wouldn't it, that one? 29 minutes gone. 8-2 to 12-3 at VFL Park. Hurd takes it beautifully from the centre and a short pass, looking for Madden. Off the ground doesn't work. Ezard robes it. A bit of luck out there to Van der Haar. Into the goal square, knocked away by Keith Gregg. Good defence by the dual Brownlow medalist, and one behind the end result. As we take a check at the scores, it's 12-4 to 8-2. 76 points, plays 50. 26 points the difference. Dench brings it back into play. Dempsey underneath it. At the back is Big Merritt. Van der Haar doing some useful work in this quarter down there. Hooks it high, looking for Madden. At the back is Glendinning. The punch away. Bahaja out to Danaher. A left foot snap from the skipper, off target and through for one behind to Essendon to make the difference 27 points now at VFL Park, 52-77.
Pete, I'm a little surprised. I thought Law was doing a pretty fair job against Van der Haar, and you know, Carlton hasn't done anywhere near the job that Law was doing.
Maybe they'll be moved back after half-time when they have a council of war, a free kick to North Melbourne, and let's see who's going to take it. It'll be a 15-metre penalty irrespective.
I think he's missed it completely.
He did. Well, put that down to watch your decision, perhaps. As it comes to Abernethy, up towards centre wing. McCann jostling with Weston. Weston wins out, goes for the handball. Hodgman got one for his corner. Plenty of weight being used there. Weston over the top. Here's a chance for Schimmelbusch. Steadies. Long shot at goal is straight. And a goal. That's what they wanted. And so the scores now in the time-on period of the second quarter, 12-5, 77 to 9-2.
Again by David Dench. Dempsey and Madden go for this one. Madden couldn't hold that one. Williams in the front posse, spins out of the pack beautifully. Now he goes for a pass. No, not far enough as Hurd drives it back there again. towards Dench and Merritt. Dench actually took it away from him. Ramsey had a chance. Down goes Hazard. The umpire called play on. Bahajar's grab. In goes Hazard again to Watson. Now Watson's got a chance to score. And he shredded it through for a goal. But it's goal number 2 to Watson. And it's 9 goals, 256 North Melbourne to Western 13-785.
Yes, well, a move by Kevin Sheedy that certainly come off Watson onto the forward line, because that was a fine goal. We watch again on replay. Bahajar losing possession. Hazard getting the hand pass in, and beautifully trapped by Watson. And the calmness of Tim Watson as he straightened up and put it through.
4 minutes gone in the third quarter. Essendon doing everything right still. Bomber fans can sense a grand final burst next week. The North Melbourne's half-forward line, and a chance down there for little Atkins. Out to Phil Cracker. Over the top, looking for Atkins again. Walsh put the body in well. Likewise Carey. And the end result of all that, once again, will be a ball up 15 metres out from the goal.
And North Melbourne badly needing a goal here, Pete.
Yes, they are slipping further and further behind. McCann to contest the bounce. Tries to get it to Atkins. Fairly over the boundary line. And so a throw it in the forward pocket now for North Melbourne. McCann and Madden. Won by McCann, onto Walsh, back to Carey. He's been quite a good player for Essendon so far today, and picked up out there by Abernethy. Schimmelbusch got high but couldn't take the mark. Hurd. Short pass, could be dangerous. Neagle, fairly, well tackled. You might say fairly tackled. Walsh, and it will be a ball up.
That was great play on the part of Fairley, Bob, because he stopped the second player from getting away.
Yes, he kept that going up the ground all the time. That's what their forwards were not doing in the first half.
McCann and Madden again. It's won by McCann. No North Melbourne Rovers are there. Carey has the chance. In fact, he's got a couple of them. A good smother. Hawker hooks it back to where Dempsey's standing. Bradbury. Coughton. Wild hand pass onto Holden, who traps it well. Now high towards half forward. Plenty of Essendon players are there. Schimmelbusch late on the scene. Has he got the mark?
Yep.
Yes, says the umpire.
Well, might have been a little bit lucky.
Timmy Watson doesn't like the decision.
Watch it again on replay. And Watson might have had it.
I'd reckon Shimmer's a bit lucky there.
Well, that was how the umpire saw it. How did you see it at home? Schimmelbusch, 35 metres out from goal. The boos, of course, from the Essendon fans, and there are plenty of them. And they'll appreciate that because it is missed and goes through for only one behind at the 6-minute mark. And the score's now in the third quarter, 57-85.
Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Little short kick that time by Fowles. Drives the ball out towards that half-back line. Oh, in the front there was Danaher. Little Atkins trying to get away from Bradley on the ground. Back to Glenn Denning. Couldn't pick it up. It's finally picked up by Danaher. It's finally back out there on a mark taken by McCann. Ball driven back there again over the centre half forward position. Dempsey getting in position. Couldn't hold that one. Bit of a scrimmage, a hurried kick out that time back towards the full forward position. Walsh is grabbed by Fairley, a quick hand pass back to Neagle. He said he threw it, so it's a chance for young Fairley. That's a good tackle. That's the second good effort we've seen by this young fellow who's going now for goal number 4.
Yes,
great tackle once again.
Well, we give full marks to this young fellow, only 19 years of age, and of course, this is a big day for him in this preliminary final for North Melbourne. Crowd hooting now as he fires at the goals. And he's put it through for a goal. Goal number 4 to Fairley. And the score, 10 goals, 3-63 North Melbourne to Western, 13-7-85.
The 14-minute mark now of the third quarter. Essendon leading by 28 points.
So it will be thrown back into play. Right half forward for Essendon. Very handy lead at this stage of the match. Pretty hard to see North Melbourne getting up to stop them. Merritt and Dempsey. Glendinning kicks it out of the pack towards centre wing. Brightus is there. Neagle, beautiful pickup. Out of bounds, says the boundary umpire. The judgment of which Merv is not appreciative. And we'll see the boundary throw in again. This time on centre wing at the 14 3/4 minute mark. Dempsey and Madden. Neither wins it. Glendinning. Bridus, good handball. Bridus hooks it across the centre half forward, looking for McCann, who can't take the mark. Essendon's defence has been very good today as Hurd gets it to Duckworth. To centre field. Merritt goes for the knock-on. Ezard. Done a lot of useful things today, this fellow. Ezard and Gregg. Youth and experience. The matter wins out. Well played from Gregg to half forward. Phil Cracker. Plenty of Essendon players are there. Comes out to Shane Hurd now from Western. Hurd at centre wing. Short pass. Beautifully delivered to Van der Haar. And that could be a 15-metre penalty. Yes, it will be, says umpire Neville Nash. That's where the new mark will be, bringing Van der Haar to within kicking distance. Van der Haar has already hasn't scored a goal. He's certainly been a good player, though. Watson just can't trap the ball before it's out of bounds. He will throw in next to the behind post at the 16-minute mark. This, of course, the scoring in was last week and has been so far today. Danaher and Glendinning, two of the favourites for the Brownlow medal. Bradbury out of bounds, I think, yet again, and the throw in this time about 25 metres around from the goal.
Just over the 16-minute mark, 10-3 North Melbourne, 63 to Essendon, 14-7-91. It's about 40 metres around from the Bomber goal. Umpires found a free kick. It'll go to Gary Dempsey from that throw-in. Well, North Melbourne still can't peg them back, Bob.
No, they're certainly not able to get a break at any stage, Lou.
Was the ball knocked out again. Back it is to Bahaja on their way and running. There's a go again for Bradbury to have a long shot at goal. That's not a bad sort of a kick either. Hit the post. Certainly come to light too. That's been a pretty handy move, putting him on the ball as a ruck rover.
He's going to where that Atkins goes, Lou, and it's quietened Atkins, particularly in this half.
Ball back into play again. Punched out towards Bradbury and Atkins. To number 36. It's Bradbury coming out with it now again. We said before, doing a great job, a hand pass back to Rene King. He runs into plenty of trouble there, and the ball is forced over the line by Jimmy Cracker. Could be, no, I thought it might have been a trip, but no, the umpire said it's out of bounds, and it's about 40 metres around from the Essendon goal. They're 92 points to 63. Dempsey and Glendinning finally knocked the ball out. A hurried kick that time by Abernathy. Well, Madden had no opposition that time from Smith, far too big, and it was a great leap by the big ruckman for Essendon. Takes that mark out there at half forward, about 70 metres out.
On replay, Lou.
Hand pass to Neagle. Neagle's kick is well into the goal mouth now. Dempsey in front, and he didn't hold that mark. Finally, we see going after it. It's pushed out now, threading his way through the pack beautifully. His little Atkins. A hand pass coming over to Keith Gregg. And the dual Brownlow medalist decides to go for a bit of a run as he boots the ball back out there towards that wing position. Schimmelbusch got one too high, and he'll take the free kick out there on that centre wing position. And we're just over the 18-minute mark, and the score at the moment is Essendon 14-8-92 to North Melbourne 10-3-63.
Quiet day so far by Schimmer. A good attempt at marking by McCann. Bahaja. Madden. Essendon ready to attack again. He's looking for Van der Haar or Williams. Williams takes the mark. He's played well today. 14 possessions for Williams.
You sure saw a shot there of Peter Smith, and he doesn't look too well, Pete.
He doesn't indeed. Hasn't had a great day. And again, a few other North Melbourne players we could describe in the same words. Williams is 45 to 50 metres out. That's a good shot at goal. I think it's there. The goal umpire concurs. And Williams brings up 4 points for the Bombers, who are going right on with the job in this third quarter. 15-8-98 to 10-3 and almost uninteresting. Have few good players. Dench wobbles the kick off the boot. Demetriou. Hawker, too fast. As I said, too many good players. Weston to Hawker. Long kick by Hawker into the goal square, and the mark taken down there by Kim Hodgman.
Good strong mark by Hodgman, just over the 20-minute mark of this third quarter. 98 points. Essendon to North Melbourne 63. Ball falls short, punched away by Hawker. Back there to Merritt. He smothers it pretty well. Now he's got it out to Watson, but the umpire said it'll be a push in the back. And Merritt's already kicked 4 goals. A chance for his 5th here because he's well within kicking distance. Well within kicking distance. Only be about 35 metres out if that.
Watch again, and you'll see, yes, there's no doubt that Dench was into the back of Roger Merritt. Good
decision by the umpire. We wait for Merritt to go for goal number 5. He's played a fine game here today. Waiting on Merritt with their 16th goal on the ball. That's off the boot, side of the boot, up there towards the full forward position. Punched on by Dempsey and through for 1 point. So it's 10 goals, 363 North Melbourne to Essendon 15-9-99. One more for the century. And the way they're playing at the moment, they look as though they'll be in the 1983 grand final. North Melbourne have to give themselves a bit of a shake-up as the ball goes back out there towards that half-back line. Punched away by Danner. He's playing a real captain's game. And Watson's grabbed, and he didn't have the ball that time by a mile, and the free kick will go to Watson. They're making a lot of mistakes, and that's the sign of when you're tired. Back it goes now. The captain again has got the ball. Terry Danaher. He's about, wouldn't be 40 metres out from goal. And what a great year this fella's had, and he'll be in strong contention for this year's Brownlow medal, I would say.
He's had a wonderful season, Lou, as he goes for the pass now.
Oh, there's Madden. Umpire call play on nearly a mark as we see Abernathy trying to get out of the pack, but finally it goes out to little Atkins, a pass, and a mark taken there by Smith at half-back. North Melbourne badly needing a couple of goals. Down to Arnold Bright as he missed that with Duckworth. Finally it comes out to McCann getting away from Weston. Now he's clear. He's got to kick this. When he does, he's slung to the ground as the ball goes over the half-forward line. It hits the deck now. It's Cracker going. Jimmy Cracker balks. Doesn't know where to go. Finally goes for a long kick down there towards the forward pocket. Coming out to meet it is Welsh. Fairley's after him again. He's collared him, but Welsh still gets the kick out wide towards Bradby, and the ball is out of bounds as we approach the 23-minute mark of this, the third quarter, and the Bombers looking pretty strong at the moment, Peter.
Yes, they're doing it easily, aren't they?
They've only added 3 goals, 4 in this term, but the way they've gone about their actual game, they're running North ragged at the moment.
North have only added 1 goal, holding the ball, says the umpire. Free kick going to Hodgman at left half forward. 23 minutes gone. Looking for Fairley. Almost completes the mark. Phil Cracker roves it well. Looks for the hand pass to his brother in the goal square. Doesn't bounce kindly for him. Now he's got another chance. Offloaded by Walsh to Duckworth. Nothing going right for North. Let's see if Demetriou can make amends. Paddles it towards the boundary line. Hawker beats him. Beautifully done, Essendon. Folds. They're looking $1 million, Essendon. Watson, Weston, Williams, the W's, off the side of the boot. Dench comes out to meet it and does it well. Holden. Oh, it's all Essendon. Bradbury.
Well, they're not thinking they're just kicking it anywhere, Pete, at the moment.
It would appear that way. Bahaja to King. Madden. Up the full forward, looking for big Merritt. Here's a race. Dench and Merritt. I don't think next year Stuart Gifford has got too much to worry about there. So a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket for the Bombers. A nudge out, but the umpire said it's okay. Hurd burrows in. It comes to Holden. Demetriou. Down to Abernathy. Over the boundary line by a millimetre. That was an M. And the free kick at centre for centre wing. Taken out there by Hawker. Dench in the middle, sets himself well. Palm down, picked up by Bahaja. No one chasing. Bahaja into the goals. Oh, look at this. Van der Haar 10 metres out.
Well, actually, Bahaja told him where to kick at that time so he could get a bit of a run at it. Bob, did you notice that?
8 marks.
Bahaja in this quarter has really lifted his game and come into it. His handball has been constructive. He's been a fine rover around the packs.
Well, a chance now for Van der Haar to kick goal number 1. And, of course, 16th for Essendon. There's the kick. It's a goal. So it's 10 goals, 363 North Melbourne to Weston, 16-9, 105. And they're looking pretty good for the 1983 grand final. The way they're going, in North Melbourne are making a lot of fundamental mistakes.
We watch again as we see a fine mark by Van der Haar, and a well-placed kick by Tony Bahagia, and from behind the goals now we see the placement of that kick, and a good mark nonetheless.
25 and a half minutes gone of the third quarter. Dempsey against Madden. Well, Dempsey's finally got it out. Picked up that time by Abernethy. Donnell on the ground for Essendon. Over the centre-half forward position. And backing up well as Carey takes the ball away from the danger zone again. And a good mark taken by Hawker. They've got a ton of confidence now. The Bombers, a hand pass coming over to Western. They're doing as they like. North Melbourne looking tired and rattled. We see Western go for a pass. It'll be okay. And there's a mark taken by Donnell. Just coming on the ground about 30 seconds ago. Short pass, left unattended that time, and an easy mark will go to Western down there in the forward pocket.
At the present moment, Western is about 60 metres away from his opponent, so McCann not going down the ground with him at all.
Well, there we see that kick by Western is off target and through for 1 point. So at the 26.5-minute mark of this third quarter at 16-10, 106. Essendon to North Melbourne, 10-3-63. Well, certainly falling in a hole this quarter. We all thought that they might have bounced back after doing so well in the second quarter.
They might have dropped the bundle, Lou.
Yeah, look as though they have.
The Grand Canyon, not a hole.
Ball back into play again by David Dench. Madden goes the big knockdown. Finally picked up by Hodgman. Back to Abernethy out there at half-back. Got a paddock to run in here, but he's going for a pass. It's a dangerous one, too, out towards McCann. He's marked it. Got that mark out there at centre, or on that centre wing position to be a 15-metre penalty. This brings him over the half-forward line, but he's still a good distance out from goal. Kick by McCann is a long one, up there towards Fairley and Welsh. Carey's at the back, trying to grab it again. It comes down to Briders. He can't get off. Kicking in danger there, I would say. It'd go to Carey against Briders. So they can't do a thing right at the moment, North. Carey with that free kick, a hand pass to Meagle. Left unattended out there. So he's clear, and goes another pass. Bradbury coming. He's played a fine game today too. Out there at half-back. The ball back towards the Madden out there with Dempsey. Can't take the mark, but there's no hope of Dempsey recovering to grab him as he clears now and boots the ball up there. Van der Haar's got the mark. Got away from Carlton. Well, we see Van der Haar now out there for goal number. Going for his second goal, and he'd only be about 35 metres out directly in front.
Well, do you think Law must have been injured when he went off in the second quarter?
Well, I'm surprised because I wouldn't have taken him off Van der Haar. He held him well. There's the kick by Van der Haar. It's a goal.
As the siren goes for three-quarter time, it looks like. Yes, it is. Umpire raises his hands, and at three-quarter time, it's Essendon with the match-winning lead. They won't lose it from there. 17-10, 112 to 10 to field.
Watson, what a mark. Bradbury the spoil. Bradbury nicely to Bahagia. Backwards he goes to Watson. Hawker, eyes on the ball. Finger to it. Demetrio, close handy. Watson, he made ground quickly. Skirting the boundary line. In towards Van der Haar. The punch from Carlton is not successful. Van der Haar, the knock on to Bahagia. Here's danger. Beautiful hand pass out to Watson, who lines them up. He'll kick a goal. Merritt, Danaher out of the air, but lost possession. Jimmy Cracker across the half-back line. Demetrio, front position. Hawker chasing. Demetrio still got the ball in front of him. He'll get a free kick, Demetrio. Play on the call. They'll get a bit of a fly there. Abernethy. Hurd. In towards half-forward. Merritt sets himself. Dench there too. Dench off his nose almost. Ezard. Oh, Ramsey goes in. Ezard goes down. Bahagia. Good tackle. Ezard to Watson. Oh, trapped it beautifully. Can't see daylight and threads it through. McDonald in ruck along with Merritt. McDonald wins that one and follows up too. Oh, through the pack Bahagia nicely. Thought about going to Hawker to go deeper to Donnell. The punch by Carlton. Dench. Oh, not enough speed to do that these days, David. Down towards Ezard. Ramsey in front. Scrub the old kick up towards Bahagia again. Threads his way through. Gets the ball to Williams. 20 metres out. Another one.
The margin 81 points. And this might write Essendon into the record books as the biggest winners in a preliminary final. Danaher, sensational mark.
In fact, Van der Haar and Donnell dropping back. And Kink goes for it. Now Bahaja's in front of the pack. And he punches in front of the pack to Bahaja. He tried to get his left boot to it. Swings around and pumps it through. Another goal to the Bombers.
This is their third final win in succession this year. Merritt buffeted out of it, off the ground by Holden. Lucky for Schimmelbusch. Could count his kicks on just about the fingers of one hand. Drives it long, actually 7 kicks for Schimmer. Walsh is there again. Great mark in front of Jim Cracker.